kind of reminisce. What's going on? There we go. What's going on, everybody? You already know this. Born Narcos 494. Kimberly back here again. It's on the podcast. Talking about all things. Give me a second, real quick. All things childhood related. All things memories. All things that are, that bring back so many good stuff. We all see flashbacks, especially social media nowadays. We all see flashbacks all the time from things that we grew up on that always bring back good memories, or whether it be TV shows, cartoons, wrestling, whatever, whatever you were into as a kid. Everybody was into different stuff as a kid. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. We'll start with Kyron, and two people have been on the channel before.
Your boy Kyron Chase. You know who I am. Ready to get started?
Yep, it's your boy Lou Nonsense, a.k.a. the TikTok World Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Is that like a salute? I think I might have to challenge him. I might have to go for that. I might have to. The only thing is, though, like, if I win, like, do I get the belt? Like, you gonna shoot?
No. You get your own damn belt. I spend money on that shit.
Like you can't always get it back. Though you can always get it back.
No, that's annoying as hell. I gotta mail this shit all the way to Kentucky. Then y'all have to mail it all the way back to Virginia. Nah,
you can always send it back. You can always mail it back.
Dude, I don't feel like spending money to send that shit back. Hell nah.
That could be a thing though. You could always bring it back though. You can always try to win it back. You could make some type of like
Nah. What I did with Mr. Professor Nick Harrison when he beat me the first time, he got his own belt. You know what I mean? And I beat him, and I didn't use this belt on camera for like 2.5 months. And then when I beat him again, I'm using it on camera now. But I'm about to change shit up later. But anyways, yeah, let's get going.
I think I'm gonna get myself a belt. I want mine to be dope though. So I'm gonna have to wait for the surprise, before I reveal it. I'm about to be creative with my belt. So I gotta put all types of thought in.
Hey, don't outshine me now. Shit.
No, my belt gonna be. If I'm gonna spend some money on a belt, it's gonna be legit, bro. It's gotta be up there with the. The only thing was like when I was remember when you first told me about the website, I wish they could show you like what the belt could look like before you buy it. You know what I'm saying, like what it would look like, but they like it didn't. That wasn't an option. So
that's weird, because they gave me that option when I was buying mine. But yeah,
really? See, it didn't give me the option.
Yeah, it's just like when I go through, they emailed me and they showed me what it will look like, and then I was just like, how? And then they give you like, you want the green light to go with it, and I'm just like, yep, green light, you're good.
Oh yeah, I don't know. So let's start with TV shows. We'll go TV shows and we'll go to cartoons. What were some of you guys' favorite TV shows? Me and Kyron talked about this a lot though, so I know some of his. But I'm gonna ask you, Lou, because what were some of your favorite TV shows as a kid growing up on? Like some of your go-tos?
Oh man, everybody loved the Power Rangers. X-Men. The X-Men was my all-time favorite. Love that show. No, my second all-time favorite was the Ninja Turtles. Love the Ninja Turtles. I love Spider-Man, but growing up, I can't really watch it as well as I did before because I noticed how less offense Spider-Man actually got in the show. Because people complained about how X-Men was too violent, and so like all freaking Spider-Man can do was web people up and web swing kick them. He couldn't punch them or nothing.
I like as far as Cartoon Network wise, I like X-Men. X-Men was dope. Like I always thought X-Men was. I never thought it was like too violent though. That's not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like early 90s, man.
Yeah, I like Ben 10 before they changed. There's so many versions of Ben 10, but the real version of Ben 10 I'm talking about. Ben 10 was.
Yeah, you guys are younger than me.
Ben 10 was my thing. Teen Titans was okay. I watched Teen Titans here and there. I wasn't like crazy.
Teen Titans is god tiered.
I was
until the last season.
Yeah, they had a bad ending, really.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't crazy about it though. Like I don't know. Like it was good to me, but I wasn't like obsessed with it. Like I wasn't like, oh, Teen Titans, like like Teen Titans is great. So like,
wow.
Teen Titans was dope. I mean, it was all right. My favorite Cartoon Network show was Kid Next Door. Kid Next Door, that was my show, bro.
Yes.
Kid Next Door. Yeah,
I fucking love that show. Kids Next Door.
And then Eddie Bro was like 1 and 2, bro. And then Eddie and Kid Next Door was like.
Well, for me, if I had to go, I'm gonna start with the 90s. Even though I wasn't in the 90s, I would obviously watch 90s shows. Cartoon wise, to me, the greatest, not just the best 90s cartoon, but the best cartoon ever to me Batman animated series. Like, there's nothing wrong with that show. It has
that.
everything any like fan, if you like fan of a comic book, will like about that cartoon. So most people say, even though you got the Burton movies, you got the Schumacher movies, you got the Nolan films, which are some of my favorites, especially Dark Knight. People still look at the animated Batman as the definitive Batman. I can't not deny how good that show is, even this very day. Also in the 90s, and it just got rebooted, which is also great. Animaniacs. The 90s show was great, and even now the reboot is actually pretty good.
Wait, the Animaniacs got rebooted?
Yeah, it just got rebooted a couple weeks ago on Hulu.
What? I did not know that. I'm about to. I got Hulu, and I'm about to check that out after this. Shit.
Check it. Actually, it's pretty good from what I've seen. The music is still good. The voice acting pretty good too. It's the same voice.
Somebody in the chat said Billy and Mandy. That was a good show too. Growing Adventures.
Yes.
Growing up, that's definitely in my up there. Can I count? If I can count the 2010s, Elise gonna hate me because even though he doesn't even watch the show, regular show is still a show I love.
Goated. That show's goated. I don't care.
Thank you. Somebody agrees with me. Regular show is goated. Thank you.
Regular show is goated.
I don't know how y'all into that show, bro. I can't get into it, bro.
I don't see how you're not into it, bro.
What?
That and in the Adventure Time.
See, I always said about Adventure Time.
I was like this with Adventure Time.
I don't watch Adventure Time, but I appreciate it for what it did for the cartoon industry.
Like, didn't pay me enough to watch that show.
Somebody in the comments
in the Gumball show too.
Gumball is ahead of its time.
Gumball is ahead of its time. I swear. Speaking of Gumball, I'm
sorry. Not ahead of its time. It was too woke.
It was.
It was too woke for all the other shows.
No, you know what's funny about Gumball? I saw a tweet. It said, someone said on Twitter, "What's something that's not black but it feels black?" And someone said Nicole Waterson, Gumball's mom. Like, if you know Nicole Waterson, she did not play on that show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. I wasn't into. I'm just different, bro. I just couldn't get into those shows, bro. Especially Adventure Time.
I freaking love that shit.
You got it. How do you not get a regular show? I didn't really get Adventure Time either, but regular show.
It was funny to me, bro. I'm like, bro,
regular show was hilarious, bro. It had, even I think season 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the best seasons. Season 1 has so many adult jokes that used to crack me the hell up.
Oh my gosh,
man said, "All right, let me give you a prime example. What I mean, let me give you what's the joke from the show? Okay, that Boss Best is a gumball machine, right? Mm-hmm. So in the second episode, they had to set up chairs for a kid's birthday party. So the guy Ruby says Vince is gonna drop his balls when he sees how good we set up these chairs."
I remember that shit.
I just can't get into it, bro.
Don't stare at our crotches while we sing our dance while watching. That was my shit.
I love that show, man.
Yo, what about y'all remember Justice League and Justice League Unlimited?
I remember. I didn't really watch a lot of it, though.
Oh, you gotta watch that. If you like the animated series, like the Batman animated series, you'll love the Justice League.
It was all the Justice League characters, but it was all cartoons, bro. It was lit, bro. It was all good. We all love Courage. Courage probably don't ever do it.
Oh yes,
Courage is really good. Courage, like it. The I love about Courage, it was serious. Like
it was a crime that it got canceled.
I know, bro. I was like, bro, how you gonna
crime?
It's one of the greatest Cartoon Network shows ever, bro. Like,
I still think the best episode of Courage was the episode Last of the Star Makers. Like, you ever watch the episode Last of the Star Makers? That episode will make you cry. That's how good it was.
But I don't know about y'all. One of my this is my top 3 favorite Cartoon Network shows. But Dexter's Laboratory, bro, that was my shit, bro.
It was good, but I wouldn't put Dexter's Lab in my top 5.
It's in my top 3, bro.
I don't think I put Dexter's Lab
in my top 10 because I watched a lot of shows.
Maybe top 10 Cartoon Network.
I'm talking about far as the Cartoon Network, but
just the Cartoon Network.
Go Naked Next Door, and then Nettie and Dexter's Laboratory is my favorite. 3 favorites.
If I had to give you my top 5 Cartoon Networks, it's Regular Show, it's Courage, it's Billy and Mandy, and Nettie, and probably say Teen Titans.
Teen Titans up there. Powerpuff
Girls. It was on WB before Cartoon Network, though.
What?
It's Teen Titans.
I mean, yeah, but let's be honest. We only remember. I remember Cartoon Network, and
when they scooped that joint up.
And let me say this now because I don't care what you guys think. Teen Titans Go is absolutely trash.
Oh yeah, I believe you. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it 10 times. It got better. Don't get me wrong. It got better over the time. When it first started, though, it was.
I heard it did
what
get
the
better.
Fuck is this?
But I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I heard it did get better though.
It did get better. It did get better. Some of the shit they gave was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Especially when they trolled the fans. They trolled the hell out of the fans on the April Fool's episode.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? Go to too, bro.
Oh, that's no Fred. Yeah, that's in my top. I forgot about that one. No, that's in the top.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, I was watching that not too long ago.
That's goated.
Nickelodeon.
I love Johnny Bravo too. Johnny Bravo was up there too for me.
Johnny Bravo was fun,
which is crazy because that has a lot of adult humor. Like as a kid, you wouldn't know it, but like when you go back and watch it, it's like they have like so much like adult humor. It's like it's crazy.
That's the thing.
I haven't gone back and watched Johnny Bravo in a long time. I got
me neither though. Like that's the thing about
if you go Google just Google like some of the adult humor like on YouTube, like if you go back and watch it, you'll see like the jokes. People like, bro, how was I allowed to watch this as a kid, bro? Like it's crazy.
That's the thing about the 90s and the early 2000s. There was so many adult jokes you like, especially Animaniacs. Animaniacs are like anyone knows Animaniacs knows the adult jokes. Like I could give you like a bunch of them. Like
the Prince one. The Prince one.
Oh, that's the best. That's probably the best. Oh,
that's the best one.
Oh, I gotta break this joke down for you, Malik. So they were trying to solve a crime, and Yakko told Dot to duck for Prince, and she came back with the singer Prince, and she said, "I found Prince." No, fingerprints. And Prince smiled at her. She said, "I don't think so."
Oh Lord,
I remember that. Animaniacs had a lot of adult humor in it too, for real.
No. But if I had to say my favorite, I don't know. That's probably the best one. But two of my favorites was when he was in class. And that teacher pulled a mark out of her, bro. And Yakko said, "Ooh, what else you got in there?"
Crazy. It's crazy because, like, obviously, as a kid, you don't know. Like, you just don't know, like, what they're talking about. But, like, when you go back and watch it, you're like, bro, like, how my parents watch this?
Yeah, bro. There's so many things, dude. Like, there's so many things you can't watch as an adult and think about it the same way or have the same enjoyment. It's like, wow, this went over my damn head.
Yeah, for a fact, bro. For a fact. What's y'all? Let's go to Disney Channel. Disney Channel has some alright cartoons. So
this is like the best.
like Disney Channel.
Are we going cartoons or sitcoms?
Proud Family was the best cartoon.
Proud Family is the best cartoon. Proud Family, Kim Possible. Outside of those two, none of the rest. It's Proud Family, Kim Possible, and that's where it ends. I mean, no other cartoon on Disney Channel really hit.
I never.
Phineas and Ferb was pretty good.
Phineas and Ferb was good.
I never got into that. I couldn't get into Phineas and Ferb. I really liked American Dragon until they changed the animation. I don't know why.
Yes. When
they changed the animation, bro, I just fell off.
Changed the animation in season 2. Like, you go from like a big ass dragon to a skinny ass dragon.
Season 1 was goated though. Like season 1, I was like, oh, this. I was feeling the show at least, and they changed the season 2 come back and he looked different. I'm like, what is this? Like,
and they had Rufio voicing them, so I'm not even mad at that.
Dante Bosco. Well, I remember. I'm gonna get to that cartoon when I get to that cartoon when we come to Nickelodeon, where I know his voice actor most from.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, we I think we both know. Malik, yeah, we know what it is. Here's the thing. I think all three Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. Like for me, Cartoon Network had the best cartoons, and Disney Channel had the best movies. And I would say Nickelodeon had the best sitcoms.
Disney Channel had the best. Their movies were goated,
no. Nickelodeon. I mean, I'm sorry. Disney Channel had the best sitcoms. You know what I'm saying? Leslie McGuire, Even Stevens.
Say that one more time. What you say?
Like, bro, Zach and Cody.
Repeat that. The first one you said. What show did you say?
Leslie McGuire, Even Stevens.
That show's not goated, bro. That show's not goated.
Zach and Cody, both of them.
I have to agree though. Nickelodeon had the best shows to me, bro.
I think Nickelodeon had the best sitcoms. We'll get to Nickelodeon.
I mean, Disney Channel had good ones though too. I mean, like That's So Raven, Hannah Montana was goated. Sweet Life.
Hannah Montana, That's So Raven.
Jason McGuire was
but
goated,
like, I gotta remember though. I remember the shit that Nickelodeon had though. Nickelodeon did have some good ones, but I don't know, man. That's a debate. I might make a TikTok on that later. Shit.
But the Disney Channel movies over good too, though. I like.
I think Disney Channel had the best movies easily.
Period.
That was. I swear, RDC World made a great video. It was the meeting that made Disney Channel fall off. It was That's So Raven, Proud Family, Phil of the Future, and all three of us getting taken off. And then he told Phil of the Future just go to Nick because nobody gonna watch you anyway. And then it was the Disney Channel movies. He said, of course you don't think it's a good idea. You're not coming on at 7 anymore. He said, what the fuck? Everybody watches Disney movies at 7. I said, when they stopped doing the Disney movies, I think that's when I was done with Disney Channel.
Especially the little intro and shit, bro. Come on, bro.
That's why
you're now watching Disney Channel.
Remember that was goated, bro. I liked one of my favorite Disney Channel movies is Xenon, bro. The first one. The other two were all right to me, but the first Xenon movie was goated to me, bro.
If I'm going Disney Channel movies, obviously I gotta go High School Musical 1 and 2. 3 I won't count because that came out in theaters first. So I got High School Musical 1 and 2.
All High School Musical came out in theaters.
First two came out on Nickelodeon. I mean, but not Disney Channel.
Regular DCOM, but the third one was got an actual theatrical release.
Another goated one, bro.
High School Musical. I'm sorry, I hated that shit.
What?
I'm not a fan of musicals, bro. I'm not that big of a fan of musicals.
I love musicals. Yes.
Listen. I'm not a fan of music, but come on, that movie's goated, bro. Come on, bro.
I love musicals, bro. That's
too corny for me. I was like, when High School Musical came out, man, I was like a high school jock at that time. So I was like, nah, that wasn't it.
Hold on. Not you, man. Hold on.
But did you like Jump In, the Double Dutch movie?
Hold on, man. What? I have High School Musical songs on my phone.
Bro, me too. That movie's goated, bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
that movie. Did you like the movie Jump In?
Jumped In. I don't think I've seen that.
I text it to you.
Jump In is a great movie, bro. You gotta watch it, bro.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a.
Y'all remember Brink though?
Yeah, of course.
That was my favorite.
But I know you don't like musicals, but this movie was good.
What about Eddie's Cook-Off, bro? Eddie's Good Cook-Off.
Oh yeah, Eddie's Good Cook-Off. I see that one.
No, the best for me, my favorite DCOM. It's a musical, but it didn't feel like one. Let It Shine. That's the best one. Right. I'm sorry. That's why I loved it. Not only they're focused more on rap music, but also even though it was a musical, it didn't feel like one. Like people just wasn't breaking in the song, which is why I think he.
Tell me you don't like Cheetah Girls, Lou? Cheetah Girls, come on, bro.
Oh, I love the Cheetah. I like Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls, come on, bro. That's
I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good.
Great. The McGuire movie, that was good too. The Melissa McGuire movie.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
So I think it was Rome. I think it was Rome. It was
Johnny Tsunami, Cadet Kelly. God,
yeah, Johnny Tsunami, bro.
Damn movies that were so good.
Johnny Tsunami was goated, bro.
I think a movie that
Hoes. Oh my gosh, bro! Everybody loves Hoes. That was a great movie.
Oh,
I think
one
movie,
kind of a Disney Channel movie that came out in theaters first.
But they put it on Disney Channel afterwards.
Yeah, afterwards.
Yeah, they don't
count. I'm talking about originally
on
the Disney Channel first. You can't count as a Disney Channel movie unless it originated from there.
I think The Color of Friendship, that was a serious one, but it was really good for what it was like. Like Color of Friendship to me, but it's hard. Like it's a serious one. What else?
Maybe the Place movie that was going too. I thought that was good.
What's the Way the Place movie is pretty good.
What was the Boogeyman movie again?
I don't remember that.
What was it called? The Disney. It was another one.
Smart House? No, that's not. I'm thinking of.
No. It was one about. It had the black dude who was like a ghost or like it had to do with the Boogeyman. I'm trying to remember it.
I do not remember.
Somebody in the chat said Wendy Boo Homecoming Warrior. That was my movie too.
That was all right.
Mm-hmm.
That was all right. That was a good one to me.
That was good. I'm not denying that.
I liked. I'm trying to think of some other one. You said Cadet Kelly was a good one too. You said that one was a really good one actually. That was like that was actually one of my top ones as a kid. Like, man, would come on every time. Jump in. Did you ever seen Life is Rough? With the Kyle Massey, the dog. I think it was a dog. And the dog show.
I remember that.
I don't remember that one.
It wasn't really that good. It wasn't nothing worth watching.
What was the one with the twins? I forgot. The one with the twins that play basketball.
Living Maddie?
No, he's talking about like the old school one. That's like they were twins and they played. I can't remember the name of it. I think he's talking about Twitches for a second.
I love those movies. I love both Twitches movies. Every Halloween time.
No, it's not Double Team. It's something else.
Look at the Irish. No, that's the Irish movie.
No. It's literally just these two white girls that play basketball.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, one of them got hurt, and then they went like. I still remember they had this like the ending sequence of like them in the championship match. He does this stupid ass like shovel move. He's like,
it was Double Team.
Like, you wasted time. What are you doing?
It was Double Team.
Double Team. It was Double Team, really?
Somebody, I think somebody in the chat said the movie's called "Don't Look Under the Bed." I think that's what you're talking about.
That's the one I was looking at. That's the one I was thinking about. The Boogeyman one. I love that one.
That was a
I
good one.
remember it.
What were y'all favorite TV shows? My honestly, bro, like looking at the Nickelodeon, the Disney Channel TV shows, bro. Like I think Hannah Montana was probably my favorite. Bro. I watched that shit consistently. Like
I was.
You said what? What you
So
say?
That's So Raven was mine.
That's the Raven.
Yeah,
Bro,
what
look,
movie?
I always said That's the Raven was my favorite one. But like when I like think about it, I watch Hannah Montana more than any show on Disney Channel, bro. So like Hannah Montana had to be, bro. I was consistent. Like every episode.
I think it's between Hannah Montana and That's So Raven. I always go back and forth between them.
So like, what's the last show y'all watched for Disney before y'all fell off of Disney Channel?
This is the last show I watched.
Before like once that show ended, like it was over with. Not watching Disney Channel more.
The last thing I saw was like reruns of like the Zach and Cody cruise ship one.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah, Sweet Life. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I think
after that, I just like I started
Wizards. I was Wizards of the Place. After that one, I think.
I think when
I stopped watching after I started watching Disney Channel after like when that shit was like
I think
didn't even come out yet. I think
it was around the time when Wizard of Waverly Place and Hannah Montana and The Sweet Life ended because they all ended close to each other. That's when I was pretty much done.
Yeah, I think I want to say Wizards of Waverly Place, or maybe it was Good Luck Charlie. No, because I never finished Good Luck Charlie. I only watched the beginning.
I know I watched the last episode. I only got finished the last season of Good Luck Charlie. I think I just watched the last episode.
I never fully finished one. Somebody said Corey in the House. That was a good one too. I like Corey in the House.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sorry to me.
I don't think Corey in the House was that good, to be honest.
It was alright. It was pretty good. It was more like it wasn't like on the level of That's So Raven, but it was pretty good. It wasn't
That's Raven. But I mean,
I thought it was close on the level. I think it only had like how many seasons did it have? Like 1 or 2 seasons?
Maybe it had 3. I think maybe 2 or 3. Something like that. Maybe 2 or 3.
But I mean, I didn't watch the whole shit. I just watched it whenever it was on. I was like, oh, Corey.
You just watched it because it was Corey, bro. Like,
yeah, I just watched it. You know what I mean? It was just there. It was just there. You know what I mean? You know, I was entertained by it.
Let's go to somebody said Lab
Nickelodeon.
Lab Rats said Lab Rats. They're talking about
watch it.
I never watched it either. Nickelodeon. I see Nickelodeon. To me, they might have had one, bro. Because the strictly because they had Drake and Josh, bro. That shit was goated, bro. Drake and
Josh goated. iCarly goated.
iCarly. I think the first half of iCarly is good. The second half it kind of fell off to me.
iCarly is goated, bro.
It's not good.
Cartoons. Hey Arnold.
Zoe 101 was goated too. Zoe 101 was goated.
Zoe 101 was goated. Yeah. Wait, we going cartoons? Wait, we talking about cartoons?
I was talking about all of them. We didn't mention the cartoons in Nickelodeon. You know what I mean? We had, you know what I'm saying, we had Hey Arnold, we had the Rugrats, Rocket Power.
Rocket Power is goated.
All-time favorite.
Y'all remember? Okay, I don't know if y'all watched the show or not, bro. I don't know if I was into this or not. Did y'all remember that Nickelodeon cartoon was called? It was called As Told As. I think it was called As Told by Gender or something like that.
As Told by Gender? Yeah, I know that.
I know of it, but I never watched it.
I don't know. I was into that show. I thought it was good.
It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
To me, when I say to me, the best Nickelodeon cartoon in the league, I already know where I'm going with this. And this is a cartoon when I was little, I didn't care for. When I got old, it became one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yes, that counts. That counts.
Yeah, that is
that's goated. That's goated, bro.
Literally, I put that number 2 all behind. It's Batman animated series, and that's my second favorite cartoon of all time.
The old SpongeBob.
Yeah, the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob. The last few seasons actually been pretty good.
SpongeBob. New SpongeBob. I'm like, what the fuck?
No. Here's the thing. Seasons 1 through 3 are goated. Season 4 was okay. Season 5, 6, 7, and 8 weren't really good, especially season 6 and 7 and to less than 8. But since season 9, the show's actually picked back up. Since the second movie, the show's actually gotten good again.
SpongeBob that's the greatest cartoon ever, bro. I don't want to.
See, I can't give you that, Malik, because
it's the greatest cartoon ever. You're not gonna
I can't give you that.
It's becoming the Simpsons of cartoons to me.
No, because here's the thing. SpongeBob got better. All right, here's the thing. This is why I look at SpongeBob.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen it in years, so I don't know if
they
did get better or not.
1 through 3 in the movie, perfect. But the next few seasons aren't that good. But see, after the second movie, the show was actually picked back up again. But it's that streak from about 05 to around 2013, 14, where I can't say it was a good show because as great as it was, that those bad seasons and bad episodes were just so bad that I can't say SpongeBob's the greatest cartoon because they had that many bad episodes. But it's like Avatar, it was the perfect show.
Oh, I never got this Avatar. So
do yourself a favor, go on Netflix, watch that shit. Both of them, Legend of Korra and Last Airbender.
Here's the thing with Last Airbender. You got to start from the first episode.
Start from Last Airbender first, obviously. Then hit Legend of Korra afterwards.
I've seen Avatar.
How do you not like it though? I never understand.
I thought you said you never saw it. My bad.
No, I not into shows like that. Like I can't get into shows like the weird. Like I don't know, bro. I can't be into shows like that. Like that's why I never got into anime stuff. I was like, I don't understand it.
Avatar is much easier to get into over anime. Trust me on that one.
That's
Avatar.
I
think Avatar is way easier to get into.
Because that's how much of an anime fan you are, though. So, I mean, it depends.
Yeah, that's debatable. Don't forget about Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron. Don't forget that them Jones.
Fairly Odd Parents. Once again, same thing with SpongeBob. The difference it didn't get better is that it went on too long. But Fairly Odd Parents is one thing I think it had over SpongeBob. Its specials were better. SpongeBob specials outside of
the specials were better, bro.
The only SpongeBob specials I think are good. I'm talking not counting the theatrical movies are Christmas Who, Friend or Foe, Hello Bikini Bottom. Those are probably the 3 good specials. Whereas Fairly Odd Parents, you had Catastrophe, Channel Chasers, my personal favorite, which is
I love Channel Chasers. That was my personal favorite as
well. My personal favorite, School's Out the Musical. And you got the 3 Jimmy Timmy Power Hour movies, which
that was good. Yeah, Jimmy, that collab was like everything, bro. The Jimmy and
Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, brother.
Oh my gosh, I ain't gonna lie, man. We was kids. Like when we saw that those two were gonna be the same show, we couldn't wait. It's crazy. Here's one thing you notice, especially at the second and third one, they spent more time in the Fairly Odd Parents animation than they did in Jimmy Neutron animation because it's easier to draw characters than do CGI. And let's be honest, the Jimmy Neutron animation really hasn't held up. Like the animation is kind of dated.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if I was into the show too. It was Nickelodeon. It was called Cat Scratch. I was into that heavy, bro.
That was my show. Cat Scratch did not have the right to be that funny.
Yeah, Cat Scratch.
My mind drew a blank. I vaguely remember that. Why did I
Gordon, Mr. Blake.
Teenage Robot. I used to watch that a lot too.
Oh yeah,
I like the teenage. It was like.
Here's a show that pissed me off for being so horrible.
Oh, Thornberrys. I forgot about that too.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. A show that pissed me off for being so horrible was Planet Sheep.
That was trash.
Trash.
I never watched it, bro.
Don't watch it. You ain't missing nothing.
Somebody said Danny Phantom in the chat.
How did we forget that?
And by the way,
that was so good.
Another good thing about Danny Phantom was my boy DJ D-Rec cut the beat. He did the theme song.
He's the one who rapped the song.
He rapped the song too. That's crazy. I forgot. No, I didn't even know that until like years later. Actually,
it's funny because once you hear the theme song, when you hear the theme song after you know it's DJ D-Rec, you can clearly hear that's him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like now you can't unhear it now. Like now it's just like, oh, that's obviously
Well, when you see his thing, when you watch as much Wild Now as I do, you know DJ D-Rec's voice when you hear it.
Yeah. I love that show. I'm so upset that it's gone for now.
That's why my name says JB's husband, because Justina Valentine. That's my baby right there.
Man, she ain't all that.
I'm sorry, but let me say I met her, and I can say that that's false what you just said.
He said she ain't all that.
I met her, so.
That's cool, bro. I'm not disrespecting her. I'm just saying she ain't all that shit. I've seen better. Yeah. The Wild Out girls look better.
There are a few Wild Out girls. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
I'm not gonna say she ain't all that, but I'm not obsessed with like Karen, but like she definitely.
I ain't gonna hide the fact. That's my girl right there. I can tell you, the day I bought the tickets to that concert, man, I stood in the front. I was standing in the front, Lily in front of me. Like she was literally in front of me the whole time. And when I got to meet her after the show, man, I ain't even kid. That was about 1 a.m. that my back was hurting because I had to stand up all night. And I ain't get back to my dorm until 2 a.m. I skipped my morning class. I ain't even kid. That's how happy I was that night.
It was worth it.
Everything was worth it.
was worth it. Who
Yeah.
were some of y'all crushes like and from that era, like whether we be on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel, like who were some of like y'all?
Nickelodeon.
Just any, it could be in Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, like just any like.
Shit. Starring cartoon. When I started watching, not cartoons, but I started watching like shows and shit. Everybody know Kimberly from the fucking Power Rangers. You
I
already
already
know
knew
that.
you was going there. I already knew you was going there. I think we all.
Yeah, I'm the
We all
oldest in
got
this.
it.
I'm the oldest in this cast right now.
Yeah. But if I think if I,
Kimberly
Oh,
was day number one.
definitely, she's definitely up there, bro. No doubt.
I think you got it for me at least.
All you gotta say is the Pink Ranger, bro. Everybody knows what you're talking about.
The Pink Ranger, yeah.
I think for me though,
For
like
the youngins, you don't know.
Oh, I think if you watch that show, everyone. For me though, I think if I gotta go, I'm gonna go back. First, I'm gonna start with Nickelodeon. I got this from when I was growing up, so I would say Zoe from Zoe 101, Victoria Justice.
Bro, I know Mark be trying to tell me she's not bad, bro. I'm like, what are you not seeing, bro? I don't know what you not seeing in her, bro. Like Zoe 101 was beautiful. Jamie Lynn Spears, yeah, she goated, bro.
Well,
Victoria's too.
I got I gotta say Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical. I mean, I still she bad as hell now. I gotta say Vanessa.
Everybody had a crush
back
Raven.
then and
Hey,
now,
Raven.
especially right now. Hillary Duff right now.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Vanessa Hudgens now though, like she a freak. If you ever see her on Instagram, she freaky for real.
Selena Gomez, I had a crush on everybody. Selena Gomez, even now, back in the day too. Raven back in the day, I had a name for Raven too, but back in the day.
Back in the day, Raven now not so much, but back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for me, Miranda Cosgrove. That's she up there for me, bro.
I never found Miranda Cosgrove that attractive to me.
Bro. Oh my goodness, bro. She up. That's my dream girl, bro. That honestly might be my dream girl. Like real talk, bro. Like she's up there, bro.
Like, it's crazy.
I take her over pretty much anyone at this point.
It's crazy because if we judging them from when we was younger or we judging them now, because now you gotta throw Ariana Grande in there.
Of course.
You gotta throw Zendaya in there.
Yeah. Obviously,
I mean, Zendaya is for me is Zendaya now. You know what I mean? I can't back then because I'm way older.
I don't know, but y'all. I also had a thing for Emily Osment too, bro. I thought she was bad too. I don't know why.
I never thought Emily Osment was bad, but she's the type of girl you want to date because she seemed like a cool person. But I didn't think she was bad.
Who's Emily Osment again?
Lily from Hannah Montana.
Oh, okay.
She was always up there for me. I don't know why. I don't know. She was.
I always had a thing for Demi Lovato, especially now. But I ain't Demi Lovato. Selena Gomez, especially now. I don't know how Jimmy Butler got with her, but I got respect him for doing it.
Was that a real thing? Or was that just rumors?
I think it's real, bro. I mean,
I don't really care.
I mean, it's that, bro. I don't really care who you go with. That's your business. As long as you ain't going, I don't care who you get with it.
I heard rumors about that. I didn't know if that was true or not. I'm like, okay.
Who the hell else? I'm trying to think. Who the hell else?
What about the Boomerang shows? Boomerang has some bangers too.
Oh yeah.
Boomerang
don't technically count as Cartoon Network because Boomerang came out after Cartoon Network, like way after everything else blew up.
But I think you talking about that, like the show from the 60s. If you want to get mine, Flintstones, obviously.
Looney Tunes, the Jetsons.
Looney Tunes was legendary. Jetsons. My mom loved the Jetsons.
Tiny Toons too. Tiny Toons was goated.
Tiny Toons was 90s though. Tiny Toons was 90s. That was around.
Yeah,
that was
that
Andy
was 90s.
Right, it was 90s.
Tiny Toons.
This is a cartoon. This is another cartoon. My grandma got me this one. The Pearls of Penelope Pit Stop. I like that show.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that's a classic.
The original Scooby-Doo, not what's new Scooby-Doo. The old school.
Hold on, What's New Scooby-Doo was goated too. What's New Scooby-Doo?
I'm not saying it was bad, but the old school Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Yes.
Well, I still think the original was the best. Like, I ain't like Scooby-Doo.
Pup Named Scooby-Doo was good too. I like Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
I think all
I didn't
of
like
them
it
good.
as much.
I love Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I love that one. That was great.
And Mystery Incorporated was good, but I just didn't like how they ended it.
Yeah.
Then they had a bunch of movies too, like
Zombie Island's terrifying me, bro.
Zombie Island scared me. I ain't
It
gonna
scared
lie.
the shit out of me, bro.
But
I think that was pretty much everybody as a kid.
it was Zombie Island, Witch's Curse, or Witch's Book, one of the two. It's two more. I know what they are too. Damn, Kyle, you know these. Zombie Island, Witch's Curse, Alien Invaders, and it's one more. This is my favorite one. How do I forget the name of this one? Cyber Chase.
Did you guys ever watch the WWE crossover one?
Yes.
That one?
Well, I've seen reviews of it, but
I never did see that. Actually, I never did see that.
I watched the first one.
I saw part of it. It was pretty funny. It was pretty
I
insane.
saw the first. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. Low key made me laugh, especially the part when they made Shaggy and Scooby had to fight Kane. That part had me laughing.
You can't forget about Tom and Jerry, but I mean that's iconic.
Tom and Jerry, yes.
Yes, Tom and Jerry's legendary. Mm-hmm. Somebody said Samurai Jack. I mean, it's a great. I never watched it, but I know how good it is.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah, it wasn't Boomerang, but yeah, that was like mid 2000s. That was golded.
Yeah.
I like how they finally finished off the story later on in Adult Swim, though.
Oh, it was good, bro. I know, bro. Especially that, bro. Come on, that Samurai Jack theme. Oh my god, that theme.
Gotta do that. Back to Samurai Jack.
Someone in the comments said, "What is your favorite WrestleMania?" 24.
21.
Fuck. I'm gonna say 19.
All right, all of them in my top 10. Someone said, "I hate how they ended victorious," and yes, I agree. I hated how they ended victorious too. And That's So Raven, 2 shows that I hated the endings. I don't remember the end of That's So Raven, to be honest. I remember the end of victorious because there wasn't one.
Yeah, I don't remember that, Joan, either.
What was the last episode of That's So Raven? I don't even remember. I have to go back on Disney Plus and look for it. I don't remember what it was. I don't think they had a send off though. I don't think it was like a last episode.
One thing that I don't like is when you don't either, especially for a show that people like or they went on for a long time, when you just cancel it. I hate that.
What about what was some of your like favorite like kid shows, like when you're like 2-3 years old type shit, like when you were a kid and you just like watch like little like shows that are like
Ninja Turtles.
That doesn't count. I think you talk about stuff like Nick Jr. and stuff like that.
Oh, I was talking about Nick Jr. Oh shit.
And when you're little, like 2-3 years old.
Backyardigans.
That was up there. Backyardigans was up there.
That's goated.
Mine two were Blue's Clues and Bear in the Big Blue House. Those were 2. I saw both. I
didn't really like Blue's Clues as much when I was younger. I liked shows like Arthur and Clifford and shit.
Arthur and Clifford was good. Blue's Clues, bro.
Arthur still comes on.
That was number 1.
It's still going on. Deadass.
Yeah.
When I say, hey, what a wonderful
Arthur's still going on,
day. Hey, that's my shit.
Arthur was great. What about top of my head, bro? I can't think of something. Franklin the Jerk, man. Come on now.
I didn't really care for Franklin.
Shit.
I like the books, but I didn't like the show. I like the books.
That's crazy. I love the book. I like the books too, but I didn't care for the show.
I like the show, bro. Come on, man. It was great.
It just didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah, right.
Bears, I don't feel like Bears see Bears, but
I love the books. I like the books more than the show.
I love Dragon Tales growing up. That was my show.
Oh, that's my shit. That's my shit.
Goated. Yeah,
all of them got goated theme songs too. Dragon Tales. Put a hip hop spin on it. Dragon.
Rainbow.
You said what, believe?
Rainbow, that was up there too. I love that show. Reading Rainbow. What? Reading Rainbow, you know what that is?
You don't know what Reading Rainbow is, guys?
I think I do remember. Let me look it up. I definitely remember hearing the Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow.
Dude, we even did a DMX remix of that shit.
That's
in the sky. I could go twice as high. Take a look. Read a book. The Reading Rainbow.
I definitely remember that theme song.
That's the shit.
Okay,
suck my fucking DMX. Suck my dick. I can't listen to the song the same anymore. The internet ruined it for me.
I gotta bring this show up because everyone's watched it, even if they didn't really care for Sesame Street. Everybody watched it.
Oh yeah.
Barney too. Everybody watch Barney.
Barney's terrible.
Yeah.
It's that's one of those shows where I watched when I was little, but if I watched it now, I would hate Barney.
Oh yeah.
Of course. When you're a kid though, Barney was
I was watching Barney as a kid religiously, and then people started making fun. You know, when you get a little bit older, they start making fun of you because you watch Barney. Then I stopped watching Barney.
Somebody said Max and Ruby. I love that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I swear, when I was little, right? When I was little watching that show, my sister, I swear that was me and my sister. Now growing up, that's me and my younger brother. Like I feel I've been in both shoes. Like I've been the younger sibling, I've been the older sibling.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched this show. It was called Between the Lions. Ever seen that show?
Oh yeah. I watched that
Between the
shit.
Lions.
Big
Oh,
comfy couch.
big comfy couch. Yeah, big comfy couch is up
I had a
there. I was
crush
like,
on her. I'm sorry, I had a crush on her when I was little.
Hold up.
big comfy couch girl.
Yeah, I had a crush on her when I was little.
I can understand. As a kid, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Love her. I thought she was adorable.
I think we should. You think we should go like talk about regular sitcoms?
We can talk about regular sitcoms. We all have favorite regular sitcoms.
I think for me, you gotta go by decades. Like if I'm going by, if you ask me, 70s, Sanford and Son, 80s, Cosby Show,
70s. Ooh.
70 shit. I don't know.
I probably went too far.
The Jeffersons though, that's up there.
Man, Sanford and Son cracked me up, man. I died.
Move over to the 90s. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is the greatest sitcom, my favorite sitcom of all time.
Let me say this now. I think Fresh Prince is the best one, but my favorite is Martin.
Okay.
Like I laughed harder at Martin than Fresh Prince, even though Fresh Prince is the better show.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. You know, a show I wish should have got like just as much recognition as those two, the Wayans brothers. I thought the Wayans brothers was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
Had moments.
I like Wayans Bros.
What else we got?
Cosby Show goes to me. I don't care what anybody says.
Cosby Show is goated. Yeah, we know what Bill Cosby did. We don't condemn that. I mean, condone it. But Cosby Show itself is goated. Cosby Show, I ain't gonna lie, man. Claire Huxtable she's still to me the best sitcom mom of all time.
Denise too. Everybody had a crush on Denise too, man. She was like
Denise is bad.
Saved by the Bell. I don't know if I Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell fucks with it.
Don't really watch that.
I don't know how you feel, Luke. I'm the only one who liked Lisa more than Kelly. I always thought she was better looking, bro. I don't know. I mean,
No. I gotta look at them side to side again. It's been a while.
I thought she was better. I thought she was better, bro. She's better.
Full House. I thought Full House was.
I was afraid someone would bring Full House. I do not like Full House, man. I don't like Full House.
I mean, Full House may have the greatest theme ever, bro. That theme song, bro.
The theme song for Full House is good, but I swear. Let me explain why I don't like Full House, okay? Let me explain why I don't like Full House. Besides a few moments, because it did have some moments of stuff I do like, and so did Fuller House. I promise this. The show almost never made me laugh. And two, I don't have a problem with shows that teach morals. I've got no problem with that. But it's when they hammer it in when they play that stupid ass music every single episode. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
I hate that too. When the cinematic music, the cinematic music, I hate that too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We doing about Full House. I ain't gonna lie. If we going by Full House, Aunt Becky and DJ when she got older with like they both was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Sister on the Netflix. I got it on Netflix now. Like, bro, this is a great show.
Y'all ever watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
No,
of course.
I didn't.
Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah.
I did.
Buffy, y'all watch Buffy? Did you watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? That's
yes.
Yeah,
no.
Buffy.
Yeah, that used to kind of creep me out a little bit in certain episodes.
Yeah,
especially that one silent episode where like nobody can talk till like the end of the episode. With those two like skinny, bony, bald dudes with skeleton-looking dudes with suits is coming in cutting motherfuckers up.
I think I gotta bring this show up because y'all probably won't. Married with Children is a show I really like.
Oh yes, I grew up.
That is my favorite white sitcom of all time.
That's my second one. That's Friends.
You said what? No, I didn't watch Friends. I watched Married with Children.
Living single is better than Friends. Change my mind.
They both had theme songs bangers though. Like Friends theme song I really like, and Living Single too.
You gotta. There's no way you can listen to that theme song and not clap to it.
Different World. Yeah, Different World. That was a great show too. I was like Different
World was good. I still want to know how
those shows they just hit different.
Women's World, come on, bro. Y'all had to watch Women's World, bro.
I know these two shows aren't 90s, but I need to bring these two shows up because I love these shows. Everybody Hates Chris and My Wife and Kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, My Wife and Kids is a show I'm really mad at. They did like because they ended season 5 on a cliffhanger and they canceled the show. Like if you know the cliffhanger season 5 ended on, basically the whole episode Jay wanted Michael to get a vasectomy because she didn't want to end up getting pregnant or nothing like that. And at the end of the episode, she found out she was pregnant, and they just ended it right there. And ABC canceled it. Like, you do not end the show with that type of cliffhanger and not give us another season. And Damon Wayans said he wrote that because they were expecting to have another season. Like, you can't end a show like that.
That's bullshit.
That's terrible, man. That's a bad way to go out on a TV show.
Yeah. I still want to know what they was going to do with that, man. But everybody hates Chris and me is goated. Everybody hates Chris. I will watch that any day.
That's great. That's an iconic show. I don't know how you feel about the Improvement. I like Home Improvement too, man. That was one of my favorites.
I ain't watched it.
It was good to me. I think Tim Allen's pretty funny. I always thought he was.
I thought Home Improvement was all right.
Let's go. I don't like somebody in the chat somehow. About I guess we can move into wrestling because that was part of my childhood too. So, we're some of y'all favorites as kids, it's like as little kids, like growing up.
Stone Cold Steve motherfucking Austin is the nigga that got me into that shit.
Well, Malik, me and you got the same favorite wrestlers growing up. We both know me and yours is. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That was my favorite wrestler growing up. Like growing up for me, it was John Cena, it was The Undertaker, it was Batista, it was Jeff Hardy. All wrestlers that growing up as kids we loved, and we all hated Orton and Edge growing up.
Oh, I loved Edge. Well, no, I loved Edge actually.
I used to hate Edge when I was little. I think I didn't like Orton more, but that's why I did not like Edge when I was growing up because
it was 1 and 2, man. They was 1 and 2. They was even.
They was the two we hated the most.
I loved Edge.
I know. I got to throw Jericho on there too. I hated Jericho.
Jericho, yes.
Yeah, even though Jericho was
Rock, Triple H to a degree.
The Rock.
I never disliked Triple H as a kid as much.
I think the only time
him. I despised Triple H was the Evolution.
Just kept beating The Rock, man, off some bullshit. I kept pissing me off.
I probably liked Triple H as a kid because I liked Evolution. I thought Evolution was dope. So
I hated Evolution when I was a kid, man, because I used to hate how Triple H always win. I used to hate that stuff.
Reign of Terror.
And not because of it is the Reign of Terror now, but back then I was a kid. I just hated seeing Triple H win so much.
Yeah, man. But Reign of Terror was so bad, dude.
I'm mad because I kind of missed The Rock by a little bit because by the time I really remember Rock was gone, even though to me the greatest, and I've told Malik this plenty of times, and I will die. This is what I'm gonna die on. The greatest version of The Rock was Hollywood Rock. It only lasted 2.5 months.
Oh, it just needed to be so. I wish he would have stayed a little much longer than what he did as Hollywood
my God.
Rock.
When I tell you, bro, I was listening. My favorite segment, at least in the Ruthless Aggression era, Sacramento Rock concert. I'm sitting here watching it. My grandmother behind me, right? And when he said, Sacramento, I won't stay, but I'll be sure to come back when
the Lakers beat the Kings in May.
I think my grandmother even started laughing at that. Bro, I was
God. He had so much heat. The heat was so nuclear.
What do you think got Rock more heat? When he said that or when he said stronger than bad, bigger than faster than
no.
The biggest thing
Canada,
the Maple Leaf
the Maple Leaf suck got more heat because Canada's more passionate.
The Canada one, the two best promos is that and the Shawn Michaels one.
Oh, the Shawn Michaels one. I did a TikTok with that. Shawn owned the crowd. He made the security.
Who's your daddy? Montreal.
No, it was no. What did he say? Oh,
Canada. Oh, I hate this place.
Oh, Canada. I'm gonna.
And then the Bret Hart troll. The Bret Hart troll at the end. Oh,
that was the one. That was the one.
Everything promo was noted, bro.
When that music hit, the crowd went ballistic. They lost their minds. And then when they realized Bret was good, got your hopes up just a little bit, didn't I? Yo, he was so mad.
Oh God.
Yeah, he was.
Another time that got me when that got me legit upset. I know it's not. It was like early to not. It was like in the 2010s. When Jeff Hardy just lost a career match with CM Punk, and then CM Punk came back the next week.
I hated CM Punk so much.
Just as Jeff Hardy,
I was
like, yo, I was mad, and then I was like, and then I looked at it, I was like, yo, this is low-key funny as hell. This is some shit I'd probably do.
The problem is a lot of good stuff.
I like CM Punk more though than Jeff Hardy, man.
I do too nowadays.
You can ask anybody. Before CM Punk dropped the pipe bomb, I always like CM Punk, bro. When he had the long black hair, I always like CM Punk.
I gotta say this. You don't really get a lot of good obviously before we had to have empty arenas. A lot of good moments of heat. I think we talked about this the other day. the best moment lately was Elias and Kevin Owens in Seattle.
Oh yes.
I remember watching it. Mind you, I'm not even really paying much attention to it. I'm on my phone. I got it playing. And when he said not having a basketball team, I said, "Oh." And then you just hear the booing and they don't stop.
It does not stop.
I said the only problem is they had to stay on script. If they let them run with it, I swear I would. If I was them, I would have said the only thing dumber than Seattle having a basketball team is throwing a ball on the 1 yard line at a Super Bowl. Come on, man. I would have said it. I would have said it.
They would have been livid, out of their minds.
If they ever go back, Elias, please say that shit.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's the thing about like Seattle. They really passionate about how they lost the Supersonics. They ain't ever gonna get over that. But hey, that hits you hard. I ain't gonna lie though. If the Ravens didn't exist and someone came to Baltimore and talked about the coach leaving Baltimore, I'm pretty sure Baltimore fans would be angry about that because there's a lot of people who are around in '84 who still have not gotten over the coach leaving, even though the Ravens won 2 Super Bowls.
True.
I think some of my favorites as kids were obviously John Cena was number 1. He was head and shoulders above everybody else. Eddie Guerrero was number 2.
Oh man,
Kurt Angle,
R.I.P.
Kurt Angle was I think Undertaker was number 2. Eddie Guerrero was 3. Batista was one of my favorites as a kid. Kurt Angle was one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles was one of my favorites as a kid.
Yes, all of them.
So was even though they were heels, but I don't know why. Beer Money, James Storm, Bobby Roode.
Yep. They became baby faces.
Yeah, they did for a little while.
When they were the heels, though, they were a great tag team, bro. They had so much
Beer Money.
Beer Money. 06, bro, 2012, bro, was goated, bro. That was
what?
From 2006 to 2012, TNA was great, man.
Oh yeah.
No, I think once
they were American Alpha before American Alpha was even a thing.
Yeah. I like there was some. I'm trying to think of the dude. Obviously, Shark Boy. He was one of my favorites in TNA, bro. Shark Boy.
Oh my gosh!
You did not. I gotta tell this story. So we was doing one of our drafts. It was the TNA draft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we all agreed that we had the second. Well, we had the second pick. They picked Kurt Angle. We picked AJ Styles. From that moment on, this man Malik wanted Shark Boy so bad,
bro.
We kept pushing him back. We kept pushing him back. We get the 24. We was gonna say him for last. We get the 24. Malik really wanted. I said, you know what? Just go ahead, Malik. Just get it. He said, "You sure?" I said, "Malik, please, just go ahead." Man was so happy. He said, "We give my boy Shark Boy." Man,
who did they pick after that?
Their last pick was Sammy Callahan. It's funny because the guy Sean, he recommended Shark Boy early, and they didn't let him have it. He was so pissed off.
That got Sammy Callahan over Shark Boy. Damn,
Shark Boy was great, bro. I mean, first time I ever. Even though the character was bad, but it was like a good bad to me.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad character. I don't think that wasn't bad.
The first time it was bad. I mean, it was a ripoff of somebody else. So
yeah. The first Shark Boy. Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, who the hell is this guy? That's a Shark.
Oh God, I think
it was a good comic relief character. Let's put it right. He could have been better.
He did a promo. I can't remember what promo he was doing. I don't remember if it was like backstage or in the ring or something like that, but he was doing a promo. And when that man said, "Give me a shell," yeah, he instantly won me over right there. I was like, "Oh, this guy eventually, I'm a fan."
Give me a shell, yeah.
You know, here's what made Shark Boy so funny was I remember how it started. Like his originally he used to get beat up a lot. Mm-hmm. I think he got beat up so bad he was in a coma, and he was like in his bed with a bunch of family crying, and he woke up started talking like Stone Cold. Man, I thought,
yeah. That was it.
I swear, my father, because his favorite wrestler was Stone Cold. Man, like when he saw Shark Boy, he was like, "Who's this? He act like Stone Cold." But when he said, "Give me a shell," yeah, my father lost it.
Flame juice, man, shell, yeah, bro. It was great, bro.
Shit. But I ain't gonna lie, one of my
y'all remember Eric Young, like early Eric Young? He's like,
yeah, bro, he was great, bro. He was
Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime Eric Young.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, one of my favorite segments for TNA. I don't know why I always go back to this segment for some reason. If you remember, Team 3D, they lost the match to the Motor City Machine Gun and Lethal, and if they lost, they had to wrestle every match under 275 pounds.
Oh my god!
And they had to go and they went on a diet, and they tried to get some Chinese food. I swear, I don't know why I used to crack up. Then they went to a barbecue. They went to a barbecue, and Devon said, knocked on the gate. He said, "What's the pass for it? Testify!" Right on, my brother. Like just type in Team 3D Diet. It is one of my favorite segments.
Oh man, that joke was so fucking hilarious.
Y'all favorite what were some of y'all favorite like WrestleMania like matches or build-ups to like when you were as a kid, like as your childhood?
Okay, so I'm gonna start from WrestleMania 20 to WrestleMania. I'm gonna say my childhood really. I'm gonna say WrestleMania 20 to screw it, 33. Why not?
Okay, sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna say in no particular order. Daniel Bryan versus The Authority, and that's probably the best. Cena and the Rock WrestleMania 28, and we just going strict build up. And as I say build up, Triple H and Randy Orton. And I said build up because Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, obviously. I'm just a sexy Kurt is still one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. If we're going by actual in-ring matches, okay, if I'm going in-ring, WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, I think that's unanimous. Shawn Michaels, the WrestleMania 20 main event, Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23, which is underrated. And Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24. Those are probably my 5 favorite WrestleMania matches from my childhood, anyway.
Why you, Lou?
All right, build up Austin Rock, both 2 and 3. Both Austin and Rock. It was like Hollywood Rock in Stone Cold's final match. I enjoyed that match so much, and I enjoyed that build up. Obviously, another build up one I like is definitely Daniel Bryan, The Authority. But going back to what I was saying before about Austin and Rock, remember when that time where Austin went heel, that build up and that vignette, that promo they played, they had Limp Bizkit in the back. That shit was so epic, bro.
Every time I see it, man, I get hyped every time I watch it,
bro.
And no, the part that I always get hyped is after they toast the beer and then the song drop and they start going at it. That's the part I get hyped every single time.
They had two because the WrestleMania 19 one was hyped too because they had Limp Bizkit in it too.
Yes, it did. Another good build up one. Obviously, Shawn Michaels Undertaker 2.
They had the better
build up for that is incredible.
That to me, bro, that's the greatest WrestleMania build of all time, in my opinion, bro.
That build up for that was incredible.
I was never invested into anything more than that, bro. That shit had me so invested. I remember when they first did the match. I wanted Undertaker to fight somebody else that year, and I was hoping it was going to be John Cena because that's the match I really wanted. But I didn't know that. Obviously, they were going to go in a different direction at the time. So when they announced the rematch, I was like, oh man, we already saw that. Even though the match was like, we already saw it, man. Like, I don't want to see a rematch. I want to see somebody else. And then they started slowly building up, and then Shawn was becoming like he was obsessed with this streak. He's so obsessed with this streak. And I become more obsessed with the streak. And Undertaker won't accept the challenge, and Shawn's like, I'm gonna win the Rumble. And Shawn's all dramatic in the Rumble when he gets eliminated, starts super kicking people. The next night, bro, after the Chamber, after he cost him the belt in the Chamber.
Yeah.
The next night, I'll never forget this, bro. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. They're watching Raw. They have him the promo in the ring. Taker finally accepts the challenge because obviously at that point you knew it was gonna happen. It's just a matter of accept it. He finally accepts the challenge. And obviously he said puts his career on the line. So I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, the career. Shawn was like, WrestleMania, I have no career. I was like, fuck, bro, that shit.
Let me explain how good those 3 promos are. I've always said my 3 favorite video, and I think everyone agrees, the 3 great video packs: Daniel Bryan Monster, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker WrestleMania 26, and Austin Rock My Way. Those 3 promo video packs are so good. I know every word from all 3 of those promos word for word, including the music. That's how good those 3 promos are.
Damn.
It was the little things about that build-up that made it so good. Even like when they did the backstage stuff with Triple H and Shawn. Triple H's like, you can face anybody at WrestleMania. Shawn's like, not for me, bro. Like this, he's so obsessed with this streak, bro. Like,
and I swear this is something that not a lot of people bring up. I swear it works so well. This is how obsessed Shawn was with beating Taker at WrestleMania. Is that he cost Taker the world championship? Who won it? The guy who made Shawn's life a living hell 2 years earlier.
Oh yes, Jericho.
Yeah, I think he was willing to put his career on the line, bro. That's how much it meant to him. He's gonna put his career on the line at one shot at immortality, bro. And another one too, I love too was for me personally, I love the end of an era build up too in the match. A fantastic build up and match story and everything. It was pretty much was a 4-year storyline with Undertaker wrestling Shawn Michaels and wrestling twice. But the end of the Hell in a Cell match, the build up and the story was so good, bro. Especially that match. Oh, but the violence in that match was crazy, bro. I still hear those shots. Oh my gosh,
dude. Another one for me. Triple H, Undertaker, 27 and 28.
Yeah.
Both of those.
The end of an era. Yeah, that's what I said. The end of an era. Yeah. The end of an era was
End of an era. Yeah, both of those. But I like 27 just because of that. Both of them returned on the same day.
That was crazy.
Didn't say shit. They just looked.
But you know what's
what's
crazy?
up.
Is that segment that was supposed to be Sting.
Yeah, but instead he chose to resign with TNA,
Now
and he got Jeff Hardy instead.
He resigned with TNA, but that was supposed to be Sting right there. That was supposed to be that surprise person. That was supposed to be Sting. Like it was supposed to be unannounced. Like music hits, you didn't know who it was, and Sting was gonna come out, and they were supposed to have a stare-off in the ring and look at it, bro. That would have been iconic, bro. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I can't believe you turned that down.
I'm mad.
That's why I never get upset. Even though they could have did the match at WrestleMania 31, but like I can't be upset about WWE because Sting, he had an opportunity to come to do that match. I'm saying like they all that match, and that was Undertaker could still do stuff in the ring too. So it was like just imagine if you're watching Raw, because remember the week before the Rock just came back the week before, so of course you're like, oh shit, the Rock back. Just imagine if you watching that Monday Night Raw, Undertaker comes out, you know he was coming back. Undertaker come back. Right?
People in the comments are like Kofi Mania.
Kofi Mania was
that was such an emotional roller coaster for me. As meeting black men in America.
Just imagine if you're watching this because you knew Undertaker was coming back, and some random music hit. You don't know. It's some random music hit. The music hit. You like, what the hell is this? Who's this? Right? And you just saw Sting, and you're like, what? Wait a minute! And you saw Sting come out, bro. You can't. The rest of the road would have been on fire, bro. You would have shook. You would have shook.
No, just imagine. No, I can see it. Like Undertaker comes out, and then Sting comes out. All right, people going crazy. Sting points the bat, and Undertaker slashes his throat, and that's all you need.
Woo! Yes.
Hey, bro.
But here's the thing. Someone brought up Kofi Mania. No joke. That was a good build up. And when I tell you straight, I don't have no problem in this. When Kofi won that title, I cried tears of joy. I actually cried.
Oh yeah, that was close. Like, when I saw Shad and MVP at the bar watching it. I was close to tearing. I'm like, ooh, hold it in. I reacted so loudly, right? I was in my college dorm room. My roommate had on a VR headset and headphones. I reacted so loudly. He saw me like crying. He literally took his stuff off. Like, bro, you okay? I said, I'm good, man. I just need a minute. Man, I swear I was happy as hell when Kofi won that title. Oh yeah, first ever West African born champion. Me being from Sierra Leone, him from Ghana, we're like neighbors. I'm like, whoo, I love this so much.
I was so happy, man.
The first time I think I ever cried like a happy moment. Whew. Dang, bro, it's probably, I don't want to say cried, but like the first time it's probably when John Cena
got emotional.
Probably when John Cena came back in the Royal Rumble for sure. When he came back.
I don't think I cried. I lost my mind.
I felt the emotion, bro, because he was my favorite wrestler, so he was gone. I'm like, bro, John Cena gone, bro. Like I was upset.
I will never forget I will never get my reaction. I was happy.
I said he was gone. I was like that night. I'm watching him. I was like, bro, John Cena coming back. I was confident, bro. I had it in my heart. I believed it in my heart. He was coming back that night. I was like, he's coming back that night.
It happened.
I didn't.
God over delivered on your prayers.
I swear.
It's a Rumble, bro. Because John Cena at the time, I was like, I don't think John Cena gonna miss WrestleMania. At least I was hoping. But I remember watching it with me and my friends. I was like, bro, in my heart, I'm believing John Cena is coming back, bro. He's coming back. It's like, bro, I believe it.
I ain't gonna lie. Shit. If we talk about it's hard because different stuff can get you emotional. Surprisingly, like.
Oh, and when The Rock came back too, I felt when he came back, bro, I lost my shit. I couldn't believe it.
Oh yes, I couldn't even scream because everybody else in my house was sleeping, and
spit my drink out.
I was like, because they trolled us perfectly with the lady with the heels, and then the lights went out. You saw I didn't even put the two electricity together, and when I heard if you smell, I was like, because as soon as he did, I said, oh my god, am I going to get to see John Cena versus The Rock? Because I was going that
his reaction very much.
I didn't even think about John Cena to The Rock until The Rock mentioned John Cena's name. I'm like, oh shit! It's like somebody wasn't talking trash about me, and his name is John Cena. I'm like, oh wait, what? What is John Cena talking?
As soon as The Rock came out, I was like, we got. That's the first thing.
And when he said, and his name is John Cena, I was smiling. I said, oh my god, I'm gonna get to see my favorite dream match because that was like my ultimate dream match for me. Like that, I always wanted.
Bro, I can't believe
You can't see me. You can't see. I can't see you. We'll be playing peekaboo.
I loved it.
they built that up so perfectly because I remember they made it. They made us wait a whole entire year, bro. Like when they announced it, like it was gonna be WrestleMania 28. I'm like, bro, we had to wait another whole year for this. I can't wait this long, bro. I can't wait this long for this match.
I
Like,
could not
I was
wait,
blown
bro.
too. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, at least throw some hands right now. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny because I was the Cena guy, my cousin was a Rock guy, so we couldn't wait for a whole year for that. So you must have understood my disappointment. Cena lost. I always said I think that was the wrong decision that Cena lost that match, but I still think, but I see it. I see why Rock won. I think
Miami would have rioted if Rock would have lost.
The Rock had to win because people lost their shit if he lost.
Yeah, but I also think that
he was gonna win though. Like going into the match, it was all adding up for him. One, it was in Miami, it's his hometown. Two, it's his first singles match back at a big pay-per-view, so he has to win. He's gonna win.
I looked at it more like this. John, like basically he was always gonna be there. So it only made sense for him to go over. And also like the promos of John.
That's what I thought too.
Like John saying, no one remembers second place, and that's why I can't lose. I'm like, okay, Cena has to win then, right? Like they're doing all this, and because it was once a lifetime, I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna have the John go over. So when Rock won, like I love the Rock, so it's not like I was mad because John lost somebody he lost. I didn't like. I love the Rock, always have. But I never got understood it back then. Now I get it. Like, okay, this is the highest bought pay-per-view in WWE history, and it's mainly because a lot of older fans want to see the Rock win. And it is in Miami, so you're not gonna really have Rock not go over.
I knew the Rock was going. I didn't want to believe it, but going into the match, I was like, he's gonna win. But I mean, they obviously gave John Cena that win back a year later, which I knew that was gonna happen too. But I just felt like going into it, it all, even though the promo Cena was cutting was good, it all added up for the Rock. I was like, I don't see how they're gonna have the Rock lose his first match he ever came back for, because it would have been different if it was gonna be his last match, like we knew it was gonna be his last match, but like
the smartest thing Cena did, and this is one thing you could talk about people having backstage pull they shouldn't, but this is one thing Cena did right, was the fact that the original plan was for John not even to dress the Rock for a whole year. And Cena said, I'm not doing that. You want to let him just talk me down in promos? I'm not getting a response. No, I'm going to fire back. And that like people can say John was a yes man too much to Vince, but he was smart on that one. Like, I am not just going to let Rock talk for a whole year and I'm not saying nothing.
But that's the stroke that you can have though. John Cena got that stroke, so I mean he can do shit where he can go out there and say shit. What they gonna say?
People that can do that.
Yeah, what they gonna say to him? Oh, John, you can't do that. Come on, bro. Carrying your company for years. Come on now.
Exactly.
There's only a certain amount of people that earn that trust. I think Miz is one of the guys who can just go out and say whatever the fuck he wants sometimes.
Yeah, because Miz.
I remember Miz buried Enzo on the mic. That was a sight to see.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
he didn't really bury him.
Miz can go out there.
He dressed him down though. He didn't really bury him.
I ain't gonna say he buried him. I ain't gonna say that, but he said that's why he kicked off a tour buses. He kicked out of the WWE locker room. I said, "Oh shit, this got real."
Because Miz was there before. Because Miz experienced that stuff. So that's why he gets
the same shit. The only difference is like Miz got there on accident. Enzo kind of put himself there. If the rumors are true.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you heard it.
Because like Miz already got heat for just being in WWE, being from going from reality TV star, just going on Toughen Up and then earning his contract that way. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys had to like grind on the indies for years before they even got noticed. And you know what I mean? There the Miz comes in and he's getting the spots that they feel like he didn't really earn.
And the crazy, like,
he didn't really pay his dues. So so it just took one incident from the Miz to kind of piss everybody off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think the way he got because he got sent to the wrestler's court was I think they said like he was eating chicken.
Yeah, he ate chicken over Benoit's bag and like a little bit of crumbs. Bit of crumbs got in there.
There's so many dumb ways you can get heat wrestling, bro. It's so many stupid ways, bro. Like
there's so many stupid ways to get heat.
One thing they need to do on the network is they need to make a show about wrestler's court. I would watch that.
They would never make it.
I just seen a wild interview with JTG. So like, he was saying like when he was in OVW and stuff like that, before he came up, JTG stood for just too good, right? So when he came to the roster, he didn't want that heat because he knew if he told people what it meant, they would be like, "Oh, so you think you just like he already knew." Like, I'm not about to get that dumb heat. So when people asked what it meant, he said it meant just too gangster, which fit his character, but it didn't mean that at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want to say it because like he already knew like people would get heat over like he get heat over dumb shit in wrestling.
Yeah,
So.
I swear, one of my favorite
book.
Like, Wrestler's Court. When you hear some of the story of Wrestler's Court, like if I say one of my favorite ones was the story of Goldberg with Jericho. He got into it with Jericho, and Jericho put him in a headlock, and Goldberg got sentenced to Wrestler's Court. And his punishment was that he had to say that a whole lot that Jericho was a better wrestler than he was.
Crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I remember that story.
There's so many good Wrestling Court stories. They should do a thing on that. I don't think they will though.
They won't.
They try to keep they still try to keep things non-kayfabe, you know. So
not just non-kayfabe. It's just like if they go about it like how the etiquette is backstage, it'll probably scare some people from like actually going to work there or like exposing too much about what the guys do.
They don't have that stuff anymore. Undertaker already said it was kayfabe stuff because people asked him about it in interviews and he won't answer the question. He's like,
Wrestler's Court wasn't kayfabe, Malik. Wrestler's Court was real.
Yeah,
no,
real.
Undertaker's trying to keep it like he doesn't want to like some things. Some wrestlers
he didn't want to expose that.
Like Undertaker protected his character for years because he didn't want to break kayfabe. Like he didn't want to know that he was not dead man, but like.
Well, since we're on the topic of Undertaker with kayfabe, I gotta bring this up. Malik, I've talked about this segment plenty of times. This is to me the greatest post-show segment ever. Was that in 2002 when it was Booker T, Goldust, Undertaker, Rock, Triple H, Undertaker? They tried to get Undertaker to spin a Rooney for 30 minutes.
Oh God,
I laughed so hard. Man said they will not go home till they take a dude to spin a Rooney.
Undertaker wasn't bringing kayfabe. He wasn't bringing kayfabe.
Nope,
doing it.
No, it's crazy. Nope. That many people. Man said, you look in the camera and say you put them up to that Vince. And when I get back there, I might not see you because I'm looking for you. They had a chance how we go ahead and do the spin a Rooney.
Another one I like too is when JBL almost made Undertaker crack on TV when he was cutting that promo. Undertaker he almost broke character on television that time. So
oh shit, what did he say?
He was talking. Okay, so JBL was cutting a promo on Taker, and basically there was a backstory that. Okay, so Taker had bought some type of trailer or something like that, right? And when he bought the trailer, it was like damaged, something like that, right? So basically, somebody sold him a broken piece of property, right? And he was stuck with it, and people like knew about it and shit like that. So when they were doing the promo, JBL like he kind of mentioned something about it in the promo, and Taker almost laughed, like during the promo and shit like that. Because if you go back and look at it, he's like biting his lip and shit like that. And in the promo, JBL was like, "Oh, I almost got you," but then he started doing the heel stuff again. So like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type of person, man. I don't know how I'd be able to keep character. Like it's like Randy Orton don't even hide. Randy Orton be breaking character.
He be breaking character. He
be doing that shit on purpose.
He be doing that shit all the time. His last match, I think you pointed it out, Malik. He looked at him bracket tire. He's like, "I like your tights.
Yeah,
I like those tights."
He does that on purpose, bro. Even when you look at the Rumble, remember when he in the Rumble, when he was talking to Edge.
Yeah, he's like, "Damn, bro,
yes,
look good." There's another one when Rusev and the whole Rusev Bobby Lashley Lana situation. I'm pretty sure Baron Corbin and Randy Orton's reaction was like all like organic because they were just like laughing.
Remember when the New Day made him laugh too when he left the New Day, and that was funny too. There was another time too when he was cutting a promo and he blew a kiss at his wife, like right on TV, like it was blatantly like right there, like he
I just mean
his wife, like right when he did the promo.
Yes, remember that? Oh, sorry, but go ahead.
I just muted the computer, so y'all probably just brought it up. Was when Samoa Joe said to Jeff Hardy when he broke them.
Oh shit! He's just like, "Hey Jeff, why don't you pretend this is an AA meeting and wait your turn and shut your mouth when I'm sharing with the group?" I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh my!
I was at home like,
that was great.
I'm like, fuck.
That was God. Even Jeff Hardy had to laugh at that one. He was like, "Damn, that was good."
Yeah, Randy Orton, like Randy Orton was laughing his ass off on that shit.
There's certain wrestlers out there that pretty much is they can do whatever they do. Fuck it.
I can't believe R-Truth made Brock Lesnar break. That was.
Right, you know. Okay, so you know the backstory behind that.
Yeah, he bet for him.
Yeah. It was a bet. Yeah, it was a bet. It was like a rib. It was a bet and shit like that. So it was funny as hell. So it's certain shit like that we don't know about.
Just go out there and make Brock laugh.
Yeah, there's certain shit.
Like no plan. Just go out there and make him laugh.
R-Truth, low key, one of the funniest to me. When you ask me some of the funniest wrestlers of all time, no particular order: Kurt Angle, The Rock, Booker T, R-Truth.
R-Truth. You can never hate R-Truth anymore. Yeah, no, not even back then. I don't think anybody truly hated R-Truth, even when he turned heel. He was just too damn entertaining.
No, I swear.
When he was Jimmy, that was great. That was his best stuff. Little Jimmy stuff. Oh, that was great. That shit.
I tell you what it was.
Dope by Little Jimmy.
I ain't gonna lie. This was probably low key racist, but it was too funny for me to even care. Was when he came out marching with a Confederate uniform on. When he said, "When Little Jimmy come marching up, hoorah, hoorah!"
Oh my God.
I love the promo with him and Triple H. When Triple H started making fun of him, he started talking to his side. Like when he's like, that shit was great, bro. That shit was hilarious.
So funny.
I gotta bring this up because I was at this episode of Raw. Was when it was Truth, Miz, and Christian in the ring. He said, "I got by Lord Jimmy." That was a little Jimmy. See, he said he had Randy, Riley, Jimmy. Yo, I was in that. When I tell you, I almost found my seat laughing in that arena.
Another funny wrestler too. Obviously, was Eddie Guerrero back in the day. He used to do some hilarious shit, bro.
Every time this man cheated, I laughed.
I ain't gonna lie.
His cheat was perfect. When he
you gotta bring up Edge and Christian and Kurt Angle. That stuff they used to do.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious.
Edge, Christian,
DX too. DX was
DX.
Someone said,
except it's funny as hell. I liked it when they made fun of Nation of Domination until I realized how bad blackface was.
Yeah, that was funny, but it definitely wouldn't fly. I gotta bring
someone fly.
Someone in the comments. Someone in the comments.
X-Pac blackface. I think Road Dogg with blackface doing the D-Lo shit.
I gotta bring this up because someone just brought it up. Somebody talking about DX. Two people just brought it up. I just kicked Stan.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I was there for that show. So
that was
man walked down the ring kicking people. That was funny.
They used to do some great stuff. Oh my God! I remember one of my favorite moments is when when Vince McMahon was in the ring and they were messing with his microphone and shit. He was at
Nothing was funnier than when they imitated the McMahons.
I was about to bring that up. Oh
that was so great, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
It's like he's like I, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, love dicks. I was watching. I was a high schooler, like a freshman. I'm watching this shit. I'm like, I'm looking at my brother and cousin. Like, yo, they really said this in TV.
They got. Let me explain. Why? See, I got I think the 15th anniversary of Raw DVD, and that segment was on there. So mind you, when that segment comes on, when he said, I started laughing. My cousin next to me, the one who I said The Rock, he not laughing. I rewinded about 2 or 3 times. After the 4th time, he lost it. That's not funny, Kyron. Then the 4th time, he was done.
Bro, that shit was.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon, love dicks.
He was going into. He was like, I love big ones, fat ones, small ones, black ones. He was
doing Asian. I'm like, what the fuck?
I had moves.
On that, bro. That's back when wrestling was like so different, man. Like,
couldn't breathe.
I can't believe they got away with that shit.
I gotta show love for CM Punk too, bro. He made wrestling cool again for that period of time.
Yeah, he did.
Those promos he used to cut were like so savagery, bro. Like he would just say shit like like when he was in the ring Triple H, he would say shit like you just feel the skin boil on his skin.
Feel the animosity.
So we talk about funny stuff. I gotta bring up Team Hell No. Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Yes. They were fantastic, actually. Yeah.
I'm the tag team champions.
I am the tag team.
No, I'm the tag team champion.
I'm the tag team. No,
I started saying that amongst my friends who don't watch wrestling, and they just started laughing with me.
I gotta bring this part up too. This is something this was back when they had fun. Remember how WrestleMania 21 was in being in Hollywood? They did those Hollywood parodies.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what I think the funniest one is.
Oh, the funniest one was with Christy Hemme and Kurt Angle at that table, bro. That was funny.
I ain't gonna lie.
I thought This wasn't intended to be funny, but I just found it funny. The Undertaker as Dirty Harry.
Yeah, that was alright one. The Eugene one was funny too. When it was Forrest Gump.
I ain't gonna lie, I think my favorite one is the John Cena JBL one, but the funniest, I ain't gonna lie, I think the you talking to me.
Yeah, I thought you talking to me. I forgot about that. Yeah, talking to me. That was a great one. That was a great one too. Talking.
No,
to
it was funny because it's different. No, like if Batista, what's the line? You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What's the line? Like I don't know why those used to be funny, man.
That was a great one. That was a great one too.
Booker T and Eddie Green did Pulp Fiction. That was a good one.
Yeah. The Stacy Keibler, Chris Jericho one too.
Oh yeah, what's the name of it? Was it Fatal Attractions? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just totally remember something. I totally forgot because we was talking about times when wrestlers broke kayfabe, not break kayfabe, broke character. You remember Randy Orton? He asked Sheamus what his line was in the middle of a promo.
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw a video. I
totally forgot. I was thinking about it. It was in my head, and it just came to me now. I had to get it out, bro.
I literally just saw a video. They on Wrestling Talk from Adam Blumpier. It was the top 10 times wrestlers broke character, broke kayfabe, and number one, of course, this had to be number one because this is legendary. Psycho said, let's do this again."
Oh God!
Oh, it's live, buddy. I mean, Malik knows. Malik.
Yeah, the promo when he's like, "Can we redo this again?" Oh, we're live, buddy. Oh, boy, that was like
Malik knows how much fun I had at Psycho Sid's expense. Malik knows that, and I'm not gonna bring it up because if I do, we know how hard I'm gonna laugh. But like, I have a lot of fun at Psycho Sid's expense for a lot of different reasons.
That was pretty bad too. That was pretty bad. Sometimes it's funny when wrestlers the character if it's in a good way, but it's the only part that sucks is that only certain wrestlers can do it. Though. Like Randy Orton can do it whenever the fuck he wants to do it because he's Randy Orton. You know what I mean? They're not gonna say anything to him. I mean, so but if it was like if Keith Lee broke character, then it'd be like, oh, you're fined and you're all types of stuff.
Yeah.
It could make. That's why I understand there are a lot of. There've been, and I think times are different too, because there have always been a lot of wrestlers in interviews who are saying like, some of these people have to go out and you have to go out there and go off the script and do things, but I think some of these wrestlers are afraid to because they're going to be so strict. They seem like so strict with so many rules, so many guidelines, and it's like.
Here's the thing: it all depends on how much seniority you have. For example, like let's look at John Cena. You think the bad stuff that they script him to write is actually worse, and some stuff John just doesn't say. He'll just flip the script. Like there's some wrestlers who have seniority who can afford, who Vince will allow to just say whatever, as long as they stay on the point. But like then you got wrestlers like The Rock who don't care. Like this man Rock cut a promo and walked in the front row to a guy who was dressed up as Hulk Hogan.
That's when Hulk Hogan was blackballed too.
Exactly.
They said Vince was pissed too, but I mean he's The Rock, bro. So like, what the
I'm glad after the show, but so it didn't really matter long term. But I still fucked up. Was when they was filmed when Raw ended, and Rock was filming a scene for the Page movie, and the crowd was chanting for CM Punk, and Rock called CM Punk on the phone. Like I said, "Oh my!"
Oh man! And CM Punk talked about it. He was like, because he was like, I think he was walking his dog at the time, and he came back and saw the missed call. And he was so blown.
Imagine he answered the phone.
Imagine if he actually answered it.
That's like CM Punk answered the phone. That's like imagine if WCW let DX in during the invasion, bro. Like they let DX.
They should have did it. They should have. Now y'all know you might have caused some fights or whatever, but think about it this way, business standpoint. Let's say they had let DX in and they went in. Look, think about how many people would have turned the channel at Nitro to see what's about to happen.
True.
It'd have been insane.
True. That would have helped.
It'd have been insane. I think
it could have gone one or two ways. They could have risked DX actually like fucking up the show to the point where like the network shuts it off. Because y'all remember the Brian Pillman and Stone Cold segment?
The gun? Yeah.
Yeah, the gun. The network cut the show off after that.
And apologize to USA to stay on the air.
Yeah.
But see, that's what made wrestling so good back then because they did shit like that. Like they did shit that you didn't expect them to do on television. You know what I mean? That's what made it so good. Nowadays they would never do anything like that.
That kind of crossed the line a little bit because
that's a real
it was good. It was good television because after that segment, everybody was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Here's what I think is kind of messed up. Like, think of this way: Austin breaks into the house, Pillman points a gun at him, and the screen like goes black, and then it turns to a Gillette commercial. Now imagine watching that commercial, thinking, did he get shot?
You're like, bro, like what's that? Imagine, bro. There's so many things they did back in the day that's like mind blowing, but they made it so good because it kept you wondering, like, it made the shock value, or it kept you wondering, like, what's gonna be next. You know what I mean, like, oh, what's next, or it made you like, I cannot believe they did that, but it was like a good feeling, like even never like, I can't believe they did that in a bad way. Like, damn, I can't believe they actually did this and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things. There's so, like to this day, bro. Being as a kid, this is probably the biggest thing for my era was the lead-in at Sex Celebration, bro. Like every time I see that, I'm like, I can't believe they did that, bro. I can't believe they did it on TV, bro.
Yeah,
but like, but it's not in a bad way. Though. It's like, bro, I can't believe they actually like boom this.
Yeah,
I didn't slip. The funny thing is this, y'all want to know something crazy? Because I didn't see it when it happened live, so I always heard about it, and I never got to watch it. You couldn't find it on YouTube because YouTube be tripping. The first time I got to watch it was when I got that Raw DVD. No joke. When I found out it was on a disc, why that's the first disc I turned on just to see that segment. I mean, it was basically softcore pornography.
It was iconic, bro. Like that shit was like
Sex Celebration.
That's the highest rated, like I think, show ever. Like that shit was iconic, bro. Like
it's that the original This Is Your Life.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's why I tell people when it comes to wrestling, bro. Like it's nothing you can do that shot. I've seen everything. I've seen it all. I've seen sex celebrations. I've seen people get set on fire. I've seen explosions. I've seen a gun. I've seen somebody fight for a child. I've seen it all.
I don't think there's anything that we can really do that can shock us nowadays because we've seen it all. Like you said,
no, they can. They
what else can they really do that we haven't seen already?
They definitely probably could. They gotta finesse it to a way that they gotta finesse it to a way that they don't just shock us just to shock us, but like generally surprise us with.
I think the only time
with writing that's not lazy. Let's put it that way.
I think the only time I've ever seen, like, it doesn't take a lot to offend me. I mean, it might be something I say is stupid, so it doesn't really take a lot to offend me. It didn't really offend me because I'm not someone who's religious. Was an ECW, I don't really care for the original ECW as it is. That's just me. It's not my cup of tea. In the original ECW, when Raven put Sandman on the cross.
Oh, yeah,
that.
Kurt Angle almost sued Paul Heyman for that.
Kurt Angle almost sued Paul Heyman. He said straight up, I remember they said in the DVD, because Kurt was going to go to ECW. And when he saw that, he told Paul Heyman, if my face shows up near that, then you're gonna hear my lawyer. And Raven had to issue an actual apology.
It's crazy, bro. They shit like that. Like that was just wrestling,
man. Like people can compare it to like what Undertaker did with Austin, and that was messed up too. The difference is this.
First off, that was not a cross. It was a symbol.
That was a symbol. And I think another thing
it was just the similarities. That's why.
Exactly. Undertaker, he just tied Austin to it, and that was it. When Raven, he put a whole thorn crown on Sandman,
thorn crown on his head, and tied him up there too, but he beat his ass.
And like crazy thing is, ECW crowds are rowdy. Like that was one of the only times they was quiet.
Because you couldn't believe it happened, bro. Like damn, they went to the extreme with this. It's the same,
yeah, bro. This was when a lot of people were a lot more conservative back then.
It's the same. It's the same with if you think about Undertaker and Kane, bro. Like I don't know if you remember this segment, but they did a segment where they dug up the dead bodies of their parents, bro, and then he chokeslammed Undertaker into one of the dead bodies, into one of the kids. Like that's when you think about it. You never seen that one?
I do not remember that one,
bro. It was
not seen it all.
It was like maybe the week before. It was a build up to the Inferno match, and they had a segment on the stage and caskets. And it was the mom and dad. It was like the dead bodies of the Undertaker and parents. And he set one of the caskets on fire. Undertaker ran at him, and Kane chokeslammed him into the other casket. So basically, Undertaker got chokeslammed into the casket of his dead parents.
Yeah, I remember that one. I do not remember that.
I vaguely remember that one, but yeah, I kind of remember that shit being held. Do y'all remember when The Rock punched Stone Cold off that bridge?
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah,
remember that. I remember that. That was crazy too. That was another like, how did they do that type thing? Like, oh,
no. I tell you what, it was wrong to laugh. It was funny because Rock punched him off when he punched him off the bridge. He said, "Go to hell,
go to hell." And you just see him just
No, he said, Austin, you with the Smoking Skull title, you want this piece of trash? You
Take
take
this piece of trash out, but chuck that shit.
That was another one too.
Right.
There's so many things that did back. Like it's just so many things back in the day. Like and you couldn't believe it. Like I never forget when. It's crazy even did this, bro. Like I never forget when Randy Orton told Rey Mysterio that Eddie Guerrero was in hell, bro. Like this, maybe like 2 months after
the same year he died.
That's
yeah,
probably the one that actually does offend me because
but you feel like you didn't watch it, like you just watched it, like like in today's world, like oh my gosh, bro, like the shit.
No, Malik, don't get it twisted. That pissed people off back then.
Yes, it did.
It did, but like it wasn't like I don't know.
Yes,
I didn't watch it till how y'all watched it. I just watched it like it was wrestling. Like
I watched it with wrestling too, but still, you know what I mean? It was.
Let me explain why that offended me. I understand at the end of the day, Randy didn't want to say this, and they are characters. The problem with this is that this is the problem with that. Eddie Guerrero really died, not just the character. The actual man really died.
Right, of course it's gonna offend people. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to defend people. That's why he said
they did the same. They try to do that same shit with Ric Flair's son, the one that Reed Flair, the one that passed away, and they didn't notify Flair at all.
And like I was pissed. I remember watching the segment live too. If you actually watch that, Charlotte looked completely uncomfortable. Like Charlotte looked completely uncomfortable doing that, and Paige didn't want to say it, and they didn't tell Rick or his wife. Randy
Orton didn't want to say that either, too. He said, I didn't want to say it.
Oh, yeah. The one person that put his foot down was Dean Ambrose when he talked about Roman's cancer.
Yeah.
He's the real one for that.
They made him say that. He did say that line, though, that one line. But
he did say that one line like Roman deserved what he got. But it was one line that he was supposed to say that was even worse than what he said. Yeah. Like next time.
I want to know what he said, what he was going to say, but at the same time, I'm glad he didn't say it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's so many.
And to this day, he refused to tell the public what it was.
I don't
he only told Jericho what it was off screen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like other people probably know like the wrestlers and shit, but like I don't blame him for not putting it out there. I mean, like there's certain shit like there's certain shit like that goes to the extreme. Like, bro, I don't know if that's a little bit too far, bro. Like I don't know if we should be doing that. I mean, like that's a little more out there, like because like. There's just probably so many times that wrestlers were asked or told to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all know? Like, Stephanie McMahon talked about that. She said that it's the idea of Vince being the father of her child. What the fuck? Like that is crazy.
Motherfucker, Vince, what the fuck's wrong with you?
That is crazy. Even she was like, that's too much. That's too much. Like, and he even pitched the idea of Shane. He's like, okay, well, Shane could be the father. I'm like, bro, like this is.
What the fuck's wrong with his
family? Man has probably pitched every idea that comes to his head, bro. He's not scared to pitch anything. I don't think he's scared to pitch any idea. Like, oh,
that's something I gotta respect.
You're scared now. That's one thing you just won't do.
That's one thing you gotta respect. I mean, that's just one thing you gotta respect and actually fear Vince for. Like, he ain't afraid to do anything.
He did shot down this one idea because Dustin Rhodes, when he was Gold Dust, was so into his character, he freaking pitched an idea to Vince to get breast implants. And Vince was like, nah, man, that's too much.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, I remember that too. But that would have been a little crazy though, to get the breast implants. But I mean, that was his character. But that would have been a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Been a little weird. But at the time, it would have fit Gold for that character. Like the Gold Dust character would have benefited off that. You know what I mean? There's so much crazy shit though. Like in wrestling, that's so unnecessary. Like you think about it, it's like, damn, bro, I can't believe they did that shit. Like. Just imagine if Goldust got got breast implants. I'd have been like, what the fuck? Like Goldust breast implants?
Dude, like, what the fuck?
Remember when they made him come out with like the ball in his mouth? Like he had the ball in his mouth.
Oh, that's like the artist formerly known as Goldust. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Gosh, bro, this shit was so bad.
Oh Lord, there's so much weird shit. Beaver cleavage.
There's so many weird things, bro. Like in wrestling, didn't they? I can't remember.
You know what's funny about beaver cleavage? Basically, I always heard it was a bad gimmick, but I didn't know what the gimmick was about. So when we did our top 10 worst gimmicks draft, the guy Mark suggested him. So I said, let me look at what beaver cleavage is really about. And my jaw hit the floor. I said, oh my God. And so when I announced it, I said, this next guy, he used to be with his mother a whole lot. And Sean was like, "Oh no." Like I didn't even have to. I just said this next I used to be with his mother a whole lot. Sean said, "Oh no," and I said, "You know he would love his mother's milk." He said, "Yeah." I said, "We're gonna go with Beaver
Lord,
Creek."
come on.
That sounds so bad, bro.
It was so horrible.
Beaver
Never
Creek
again.
is terrible. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going to sign out. Appreciate you guys for being on. You guys
As
plug
always.
in your stuff, tell everybody where they can follow you, where they can find your social media accounts. We'll start with Lou and then we'll go to Tyron.
All right, y'all. You can follow me at Lou Nonsense, Lou_9cents on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook fan page, or Twitter and YouTube.
You follow me on Twitter, Splashbro Kyron, Instagram, Splashbro_Kyron, Tumblr, DeviantArt, and TikTok is Kyron Chase, and YouTube account Kyron Chase. And thanks for having me, Lee.
Pleasure as always, fellas. Always good talking, chatting up.
All right, brother.